Getting our press conference underway momentarily. Just want to remind everyone in the room, please silence your cell phones as we get the press conference underway. Flash photography and video of any kind of the press conference is prohibited. Please provide your name and media affiliation each time you ask a question. If you're joining us on Zoom, please use the raise hand function, and we will try to address those questions at the end if time allows. Just a reminder for the group too, please hold your questions for Coach until after the student athletes depart the stage. For the folks on Zoom, if you have a question, please raise your hand, and we'll try to get to you at the end if time allows.
It says Layla. You want Layla, or you want?
Oh. Uche. Sorry.
You're not getting out of it. It's it. No, I got it right here.
So sorry, we'll get that changed for you guys.
Okay, no worries.
Bring it. Bring it up. Right in front there.
Thank you.
Switch it.
Thank you.
All right, at this time, we welcome the Syracuse Orange to the stage. We are joined by head coach Felicia Leggett-Jack, along with student athletes Olivia Schmidt and Uche Gizoje. Thank you, Coach. We will begin with an opening statement from Coach.
What a great game. Great for women's basketball. We understood, even though we were up by a few points, that that Hall of Fame coach and his amazing team was never going to just let that game just get out of hand. And we knew that that punch was coming. Credit to Iowa State and the great job Bill has done for over 31 years. Is one of my mentors. That's this gentleman that every other week I'm texting him saying good job. He's texting me, telling me what I need to do, and it's a kind of a bittersweet situation. But I'm just really proud of our young people. Uche is a special young lady who understood the assignment. Take shots that you've trained to take, and we did that well today. And she shot it with confidence and with poise. And I said to Liv in practice the other day, I didn't say make the shot. I said you have to take the shot. It's time for you to take the shot. Earlier in the season, we wanted her to be a facilitator without Dom being out there. We needed somebody to put that thing in the air, and boy, did she do a great job. It's our family versus their team, and our goal is to continue to tell our story one possession, one day at a time.
All right, with that, we will open it up for questions for the student athletes. Please wait for the microphone and state your name and media affiliation before your question. We'll go front left here first.
Jordan Gampel, Daily Orange. Coach, I was just wondering, in the ACC tournament, I know you danced around a little bit. You kind of let loose to help your team stay calm. Kind of what was the key to doing that today down the stretch?
They understood the assignment. You know, there's not a lot of expectation for Syracuse lately, right? And even our family that's in media really speak poorly about what we're trying to do, not me, but us. And so when there's no expectation, it's great we can just work in the dark, right? When we decided that we're just going to continue to know that, you know, what our work is supposed to be is going to be, but what we're not going to do is get in our own way. And I just reminded them that they got one shot just like everybody else. And we don't need to be better than anybody for 3 or 4 games. We just need to be better than somebody for 40 minutes. And what does that look like to you when your 4 minutes you're out there, 5 minutes you're out there? What would that mirror say when it's all done? And they understood that, and they went out there and represented, you know, their mirror well, their families well, this university well, and I'm really proud of them.
Questions for the student athletes only. We'll go front right here, these two gentlemen.
Deshaun from MV Online. Question for Uche. The stage didn't seem too bright today for you, for all the players on Syracuse. You had a great defensive assignment, but you also produced offensively. Can you talk about your preparation for today's game?
Yeah, my preparation of this game is just shoot at the free throw line and play defense. And I think today we didn't stop what's her name, the crook. We didn't stop her, but we stopped the team. So I'm so glad that having those backup, my teammate backing me up, made me like concentrate on my shot, and yeah, that's it.
Connor Pimentello, Syracuse.com. Hi, Uche.
Hi.
Did your family watch this game? Do they know what you just did?
No, they did not. They're in Nigeria. My family are in Nigeria, so they were not able to watch the game. And I didn't even know that. I'm not sure that they know about this game. Yeah.
What did you tell them about this game?
I was so focused on today. So I didn't remember like calling them and telling them the game, like I have a game. So.
You tell me that you had a great coach, right?
Yeah. But if I get home today, I'll say I did a great job. Right? Trust me, yeah.
We'll go right next to you there. Yep.
Tommy Birch, Des Moines Register. What was it like battling with Audie Crooks, and what kind of problems did she pose?
Oh, what's sorry, one more. Sorry.
What was it like battling with Audie Crooks?
The right?
How bad?
Like going against
Going
her.
against her. How was it
Like
playing
how was it
against
playing
her?
against her?
Like it was honor playing against her. Obviously, she has like strong body and like how do I say it? Sorry. She has a strong body and she can like she's athlete in the downside, so her body is strong. So yeah, but sorry.
Well, you took a collective effort. You all three, you guys had it going, right?
Yeah, sorry.
You don't hold on 37 of these points.
Yeah.
Give a couple of Big O.
We'll go
Oh,
to
so yeah. Sorry. So I had 3 fouls, and the other center, Big O, she was about to go. I was like, no, coach, please don't. But I have 3 fouls. Just let her play for me because I don't want to get another foul. So yeah, coming and my teammate coming to step up for me was really good. Was a really great thing.
We'll go back in the red here.
Hi, Azar from MV Media. This is for Olivia. And it's for you too, Nietzsche. I'm sorry. Both you two. What you guys are doing, what you guys did this season, you guys are young. And what you guys are doing, achieving what you're doing, especially with you, with the clutch threes you made, with the clutch shots that Burrows made. I don't think people understand, like, how special that is for what you guys did today on the court. If you just talk about, I know Coach Elaborate talked about everything that you guys are doing, but from a player's perspective, what are you guys doing that's taking you to the next level?
Yeah, I would say all of that started from the moment this season began in June. Coach Jack and I and Sophie, we had conversations last year after our season ended earlier than this year. It was all about just building the chemistry, changing that culture. And from the start in June, our captains, our veterans, as you would say, the people that have been in these positions, really just set the foundation for a disciplined team. And I think we've carried that throughout the whole year. And it just makes us comfortable in these moments. And Coach Jack mentioned a lot this week that there wasn't a lot of us that have played in this tournament, so we have to put our trust in the ones that have. And we all did that. We really just had each other's back, and we played for each other, and I think that's where our success began, for sure.
We'll go back left and then in front of them.
Jim Fuller, Associated Press. Olivia, can you take me through that run? You guys were down 2, then you decided to make it 3 or 4 threes in a row, and all of a sudden you're up 17. Just run me through, what that felt like for you.
Yeah, like Coach Jack mentioned, I was definitely, like this whole season, I put a lot of trust in my teammates. I wanted to take on that role of facilitating and getting my shooters the open shots, but my coaches have never let my confidence be defeated this year. With that being said, they have always told me in practice, shoot that shot. Like in the scout team, I'm the one to be their shooter on the other team, and just they told me yesterday in shoot around, like, this is going to be a big game for me, a big game for all of our shooters on the team, so have to take the shots. And I ended up making them today. But I truly just think that with the talk that this team has and all the confidence that we give each other, like even Uche, Big O, they're my OSISs. We have something on the team called an OSIS, and they are like my protectors, I feel like, and they are the two that give me that most confidence, and I'm just grateful for it. And I feel like I just hit a zone, and it was fun to shoot it, but yeah, we had to defend as well.
All right, we'll go to these gentlemen here in front of me.
Milo Hoffman, Citrus TV. For either one of you, even though she didn't play, how much of an impact did Dom have on today from the bench in her leadership role?
I'll talk first. And Dom did not play today, but hearing her from the court, like, it means a lot, and it changed a lot. When we have timeout, she's like talking, I'm like, oh yeah, she said, because she's seen everything. So hearing her from the outside the court it means a lot. Yeah.
And for me, Dom is our point guard. She is a veteran. She's been here multiple times, and not one time this whole week, even with surgery. Like, she was texting me back and forth before we got on the plane, just telling me what I need to do, got to stay ready. Like, she's just a true leader, and she's selfless. Like, she's always proven that to us. So we're grateful to have Dom on our team.
Andy Alexander with WJPZ. When Liv is having a run like she did, what is it like for you guys on the bench and on the floor watching that?
It feels so like amazing. Like when she was taking the shot, my brain was like, oh my God. Yeah, I was not surprised because during practice she always take that shot, and yeah. So today when she took the shot, I was like, yeah, continue. Though you're not making it. Continue shooting, and she listened to that and she made the shot. Yeah, I'm really grateful. Yeah.
Okay, we'll go middle here and then front.
Harris Pemberton with the Daily Orange. Olivia, since Dom's been out, just has your mindset kind of changed going into games, knowing that you're going to be a little more ball dominant, maybe need to shoot the ball a little more? Just what's kind of changed since she's gone down that's allowed you to really step up?
Actually, like, quite the opposite. Like, I don't think anything really changed for me because Coach Jack always says, like, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So I am ready to shoot it at any time. Like, I just need that chance. And today I got that chance, and, you know, it showed out, and it worked out for me. But I definitely would just say, like, I've always been ready. I've stayed ready. I'm shooting in the gym all the time. Like, my teammates motivate me a lot to do so. Uche, I've never seen her not in the gym, genuinely. So just to see everyone on my team be in the gym as much as they need to be, like, that motivates me as well. And we all pretty much stay ready all the time.
We'll take one more for the student athletes. We'll go here.
Yeah, Sam Reese with WJPZ Radio. Olivia, I'm curious, just in that second quarter when you go on that run, like going 5 for 5 from 3, is it after the first 3? Is it after a couple? When did you realize, like, this was going to be a legacy quarter? I got to keep shooting it.
Honestly, I don't know. I kind of just hit like a state of mind where I just realized, like, this is a moment where I need to take over, and, you know, I feed the hot hand. My teammates did a really good job at, you know, getting me the ball in those positions as well. But I also knew that Uche was killing it at the free throw line, like almost automatic shot. So getting the ball into her as well, and not forcing anything crazy, but shooting the shots that I was hoping to take.
All right, with that, we want to thank the student athletes for their time, and congratulations again on the win. All right, we'll now start questions for Coach. Please raise your hand, and we'll try to get a microphone over to you. If you're on Zoom, please use the raise hand function. We'll go front right first, and then right behind him after.
Deshaun from NBA Online. First off, congratulations, Coach. Usually when players perform at their highest level, it can be attested to the coach and the coaching staff. Can you talk about the work that you and your coaching staff put into getting the players ready for today's game, because they played all of them on an amazing level?
We have a great staff, and my goal this summer is not to go in the portal and try to find the best players right away. My goal is to try to keep my staff together, because I tell you, I got blessed with just, you know, they just fill the spaces. They're good in so many things that I'm weak at, and one thing that they're very strong in is keeping the mindset on who isn't playing and how to continue to develop those kids, but also understanding if a kid's downstairs in the gym, we got time to go out there and shoot with them. You always find my coaches out there getting shots up, texting, you know, sending clips. It's nonstop from all of them, from, you know, Danela, Caleb, you know, our GM, Michaela, I mean, you know, Casey, Coach A, and Coach Moore. They're the foundation to this program, just the face, and together we make magic happen. So they are the reason for these young people staying ready and not having to get ready.
Hey, Coach Azar from MB Media. As I alluded to with Olivia today, a lot of people saw, you know, the performance today. Great win against a great team and a great player. But nobody saw like what it took to get here. And the reason why I say that is because when you first came to Syracuse, WNIT bid, Then the next year, the lights are on, Deja Fair's here, you're in the big dance. All eyes saw you. And then the next year, you had a struggling year. But then this year coming in, I know coming off that struggling year, there was clearly a conversation you had to have with yourself to how you were going to get better and get back. Because your standards are clearly, if you look at your record, are up top. There's nowhere else to go. So I'm just wondering, what conversation did you have with yourself in the off season to get to this point right now?
I had to get healthy, you know. I'm a superwoman in my head, you know. Having a brain surgery is something I do, and then next week I'll be ready to practice. And it didn't take that. It took that whole year for me to recover from that. And at the last game of the season, we were up 19 and lose by 3 to Boston College. I made a commitment that I want to be involved with every aspect of our program, from the toilet paper we use in my office to the snacks that I am involved with every single aspect of it. And I'm a hands-on person, and I could be called micromanaging, but recruiting became only through me. And we got to a point where the only person that was going to talk to Uche was me and our compliance person, because it was that important. And we got blessed with, getting a Dominique and a Layla late, because we never stopped working. And, we pride ourselves in just, being locked in and being, winning doesn't happen on the court. Winning is easy if you do the work, and thank you for that. We've done the work, and I've done the work. My husband has no idea who his wife is most of the time, because I'm diligent on that phone, or I'm always at the office, and I think that my coaches are great because they see me around and they can ask questions because I'm right next to them. Thank you.
Any other questions for Coach? We got time for one more. We'll go here in the suit here on the left.
Milo Hoffman, Citrus TV. UConn up next on Monday. What can you tell me about how you guys are going to prepare for one of the best teams in the country?
No, it's the best team in the country, in my opinion, and they're very talented. The fan base is going to be ridiculous, and Gino is a Hall of Fame coach as well, and they got 3 All-Americans on their team, and it's insatiable, right? What we're going to do is celebrate it today. We're going to love the fact that we have beat a great Iowa State team, and our kids are going to go and hang out and laugh and be silly, and then we're going to get after some things tonight of the coaches. But we're going to give, I think that in order to respect somebody like a UConn or South Carolina or LSU, I think that we have to do is just give them our best effort. What does that look like? Well, you already know that the whole world believes that you can't win. And they see that the scoring, we've done that before. We played Florida State going towards the Sweet 16. They already had the shirts, the T-shirts already designed for Florida State to go. And so we shocked the world. We don't know what God has in store for all of us, right? And I know that it's going to take a little bit of luck, a lot of luck. But what we're going to do is give them our best effort. And whatever comes after that is just the mirror's going to say, job well done.
Coach, thank you for your time, and
Thank you so much for your
congratulations
support
on the
for
win.
women's basketball.
Thank you. All right, at this time, we welcome the Iowa State Cyclones to the stage. We are joined by head coach Bill Fenley, along with student athletes Audie Crooks and Jade Williams. We will begin with an opening statement from Coach.
First of all, I want to thank everyone here at the University of Connecticut. Amazing effort to run this event. We appreciate that very much. Secondly, certainly want to congratulate Syracuse. Played a very, very good game. Felicia's an outstanding person, coach, and wish them nothing but the best. And I guess from my point, but from a basketball standpoint, 2 quick points. Number one, I love our team. I love what they're about. I love the way they've represented Iowa State University to get to this point. And in the game today, I've been doing this a long time, probably too long, and the game gets very simple. They made shots and we didn't, and that's I know that's not a earth-shattering analysis, but that's the game. Turnovers were fairly even. Rebounds were even. We had 2 people make baskets. They had more, and that's why they won the game.
Okay, at this time, we will open it up for questions for the student athletes. Please wait for the microphone and state your name and media affiliation before your question. We'll go front right here.
Tommy Birch, Des Moines Register. Guys, what happened in that second quarter when they really pulled away?
They caught fire. They was finding an open person every single possession, and they found holes in our defense. I think if the second quarter goes different, the game goes different.
Yeah, Coach said it best. I mean, they hit shots. We didn't.
All right, we'll go back right here in the red.
Azar Johnson from MV Media. When you look at your roster, you're seem to be a very young team, but you guys are one of the leaders of the team. I just want to know, and clearly it's a trying time right now because you just lost, but what are you telling your teammates as far as when you go in the locker room? Because I know clearly they had, just like you, had a different outcome of how this game was going to end, and now they're going to go home and you're going to have to restart all over again. What are you saying to your teammates, or what are you going to say to them on the way back home?
Confidence. I think right now, I think it's less about basketball, more about the fact that we love each other and we're here for anybody that needs a shoulder to lean on. Shoot, I know I need one. Like I told Tommy, this team had believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Same with the coaching staff. They brought the old Jada back. This is the first time in college that I felt like myself, mentally, physically, all the things. So just making sure that the younger girls know that it's going to be okay. I believe in every single person on our roster. I love them to death, and I would be there for them regardless. And so I think right now it's just about being together.
Okay, we'll go front here in the gray.
They're showing from MB Online. A question for either student athletes. You said it's a lot about other stuff outside of basketball. So although you guys lost, can you guys reflect on the season and the positive things throughout the season and name 1 or 2 things that you guys enjoyed about this season with each other?
Absolutely. I'll start. I would say when we all got together this summer, it was really fun to see all the different personalities click. We had a lot of new people, some transfers that came in, so it was cool to get to know everyone. And then a moment from the season that really sticks out to me was the Texas Tech game. On the road, tough environment, and an upset win for us. And we needed some good news because our season was up and down. And when you talk about roller coasters, that was us. But the lows were low, but the highs were high, and we stuck together through it all. So that's a fun memory that I look fondly on.
We'll go front right here in the green.
Audie, they just kept going to you late in the game, and you really picked up the momentum. What went into what you were doing there late in the game and kind of getting this team back into the game?
Yeah. I was talking to Coach Steyer a little bit about it. It was kind of reminiscent of the Maryland game when we were down at half and needed to come back. And eventually we figured out that we could lob the ball in there, and we were able to get some good passes in, credit the guards, credit this one right here. And once we figured that was going to work, that's what we ran with late in the game. Wasn't enough to dig us out of the hole that we all created for ourselves, but I think that was the mindset going into that.
We'll go in the blue here and then back to the green afterwards.
Hi, Connor Pignatello, Syracuse.com. Audie, what did you see from your matchup, Uche?
Yeah. She was fun. She was a fun matchup. She kind of reminded me, she's got like this Larry Bird style jumper, and I felt like if I had took another step forward, I was going to foul her and she'd be on the floor. So super impressed with her. That was fun to trade bucket for bucket, but then later in the fourth, she switched off of me on defense. So we were going at it for a little while, and then that stopped. But credit Syracuse, great team, great player. I'm excited to see her in the future, hopefully.
And the green here?
Guys, some of your teammates were talking about how promising still the future looks for this team. What do you guys think of that? And, obviously in this day and age, there's so much questions about the future. Do both of you plan to be back here?
Yeah, I haven't really thought about it, but I don't think that's a question.
Yeah, we're all still processing everything, and just being there for each other right now is the priority. That's the main thing, making sure everybody's mentally okay through this tough time.
Questions for the student athletes? Yeah, we'll go in the gray here.
This is Sean from NBA Online. Question for both student athletes. March is Women's History Month, so I'd like to ask, who are the women that inspired you in your personal lives? And you could talk about your inspiration during Women's History Month.
I would definitely say my mom. She's a fighter. That's where I get it from. She's sacrificed her whole life so I could be sitting in front of you today. So my mom's here, so I'm just waiting to go get that mom hug because I need it.
I would say the same. My mama, been through a lot with her, and she has been there for me and made sacrifices. All moms are superheroes to me. And I would also say my grandma, she's a woman of faith and has helped carry me through a lot of times where I didn't know if I'd make it through. So shout out all the moms and the grandmas.
Okay, we'll go to the green here. Nope. Any other questions for the student athletes? All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we will now start questions for Coach. We'll go in the front right here.
Coach, what went wrong during that second quarter where they stuck off?
They had a kid make 5 threes who's made 10 all season. And I know, you've been around me enough. We went over and they didn't, and that's the game. We went 3 for 22 from the three-point line. Besides Jada and Audie, I think we were 4 for 29 from the field. We didn't turn the ball over much. We rebounded fine. That's basketball, and unfortunately for us, the people that we need to be that third or fourth scorer couldn't get it done tonight, and that happens. And they got that third and fourth score, and we didn't.
Okay, go in the red here.
Hi, Coach. Azar Johnson from MV Media. There's a senior on your team, Sydney Harris, if I'm saying her name right.
Yes.
I'm assuming this is her last year.
Yes.
If I'm assuming.
Yes, sir.
So I feel like being that she wasn't able to come up on this podium, and I'm pretty sure you appreciate her as a player and a person, I figured since you had the floor, given the opportunity, you could speak about her in her last year and what she contributed to the team.
Sid was a great teammate. Came in and gave us 2 really good years. Loved by her teammates, by the coaches. Had a very positive impact. I think when we had senior night, the way our players reacted and the day they gave her speaks to what she meant to our team and what she did, not just on the court but off the court. But we were blessed to have her as part of our team, and she'll always be a Cyclone for sure.
All right, we'll go to the left here.
Coach Josh Richardson, WJPZ Radio. You mentioned just the shooting disparity, 3 of 22 from beyond the arc. What kind of challenges was Syracuse throwing at you defensively to kind of make some of those looks difficult?
I would say their length is, I mean, their guards are long. So I think there's a couple times we had some looks that we kind of maybe overthought. I mean, they blocked the first 3 of the game in the corner, and then you get a little gun shy a little bit. But most of the other ones we had were you know, I think quickly we looked at the end. We had 18 of the 22 were fairly good looks, but you don't know what's in a kid's head after they've had one blocked. Or again, they're long, they switched a little bit, but definitely was an impact in the game for sure. And you have to give them a lot of credit.
Yeah, we'll go here.
Milo Hoffman, Citrus TV. Coach, how impressed with Izoje were you today?
Oh, very impressed. You know, obviously we talked a lot about her going into the game, but live she was good. Those are some tough shots. I mean, you hit mid-range jumpers, and you know, you got a hand in your face, and she's got a good look at it. Her length, it's a unique skill set, and one that we had not seen. We knew that going into the game, but no, very impressed. She made it look pretty easy, and that's a tough shot for a post player. But you know, her length and her ability to get the ball above the defense with a nice touch around the rim too. So very, very good player. Very good player.
And we'll go front right here.
Bill, Audie talked about the roller coaster this season, it being up and down. What was that like for you, and do you feel like this team accomplished everything it could? How would you view this season?
I mean, I view things a lot different than most people. Media fans, their view of the world's a little bit different than mine. The two things I would say is we made the NCAA tournament. I don't think that should be thought of as not a big deal. I think it is a big deal. And I really thought our team, you've heard me say this before, I think showing up to work is a skill. I really do. And our team showed up every day. We weren't great every day. Obviously, we had our ups and downs, winning and losing. But, you know, when you lose key players for a big part of the season, injury-wise, and, you know, EP and whatever, I mean, it's not an excuse. It is what it is. No one's going to feel sorry for you, and I'm not asking for that. But I'm very proud of our team. I really am. I'm proud of the way they conducted themselves. I'm proud of the way they acted. We got off a charter flight here, and the flight attendant ran me down as we're loading the bags. And she said, I've been doing this 26 years, and I've never had a team be that gracious, that nice, every single person on the plane. And I know that doesn't mean anything to anybody in this room, but it does to me. It does to me. And those are the things that our kids will remember. Those are the things I hope we've taught them. They'll forget this game, but they won't forget the impact they've made on other people. So I know that's a boring coach speak answer, but that's how I feel. And I guess I got the microphone so I can say what I want to say. I better be careful. My wife's probably, oh, good, she's not in here.
We'll go in the red here, and then we'll go back left.
Oh, yeah, she is. Damn it. Sorry, babe.
Hey, Coach. Azar from MV Media. I wanted to allude because Coach Garrett Jack, she had talked about how great of a person you are. So it was kind of like bittersweet. Like she was happy she won, and it was against you, which she really, it kind of wasn't too great about that. But
she doesn't feel that bad, I promise.
If you could just
nice of her to say, though.
If you could just speak to, she talked about how great of a coach you were, how great of a person you are, and why she respects you. If you could talk to me about Coach Jack and what do you see in her?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Jack Felicia's, obviously she loves Syracuse, and Syracuse is truly blessed to have her because, again, the way she conducts herself, her teams play the game the right way. She represents a great university. She represents a university that has a great history of basketball. And I think that the fans, the administration need to understand how lucky they are to have her. And I said in the press conference the other day, I think she's an outstanding coach, but she is truly, in a sport where now there's not as many quality human beings in our profession, I'll put it that way, she is at the top of the list. She does it right. She's someone that I've known for a long, long time. We've exchanged text messages during the season. But just, you know, when people say, what do you do for a living? And I say I'm a basketball coach, I'm honored to say I'm a basketball coach and I have the same job as Felicia. And I think that's something that, you know, as I look at my career, I'm blessed to have met so many wonderful people, and she's certainly one of those.
Okay, we'll go left here.
Coach, I know you said you've been doing this a long time. You've had a lot of players and rosters come and go, and you mentioned everything with the flight attendant coming off the plane.
Right.
What's something about this group specifically of players that you're going to miss and you're also going to look back on and really remember that helps stand this roster out from some of the others that you've had over the years?
No, I appreciate the question. You know, we talk a lot at our place about the Iowa State way of doing things, and our players, with the newness of some of them, but I think the biggest thing was just the way they conducted themselves every single day. It was a very connected group. I tell people all the time, I coach basketball. I am not a drama teacher. I don't handle that very well. This group was great. Like I said, we didn't play great every day. We didn't practice great every day, but it was a fun group to manage. I love being around them. I love the way they did things. And I think our fans got really connected to them on and off the court, the way they showed themselves as human beings and student athletes and representatives of our school. So very, very proud of that. And, you know, sad we don't get to practice tomorrow, but I'm very proud of the way they did the things that, as a coach, as a parent, as a grandparent, that I asked people to do, and they did that from June on.
I'll go last question here, front right.
Bill, in the past, you've said you're often a person that wonders what if. When it comes to this season, you had mentioned some of the injuries. Are you going to think back at this season, kind of wonder if you had been healthy for better stretches?
No, that's. I would say a few years ago I would. I'm not at that stage of my life, and my bride would tell me that's not. It's wasted energy. I mean, I love my job. It's hard. This job has gotten so hard. So hard. But I'm lucky that I have a really good group of kids that did it the right way. We didn't win enough games. I get it. That's my fault. But I get to do it with my family, my grandkids. So, no what ifs for me. As long as those guys are here with me, no what ifs. Sorry.
Thank you for your time, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Good job. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you being here.